Hello and welcome to Hank Games Without Hank. My name is John Green. I'm the manager of the Swindon Swoodilypoopers, and today we are in the Johnstown Paint Trophy Tournament against Aldershot Town. They don't have an Aldershot. We haven't scored yet here in John Green Plays FIFA 13, but we do have some names for the players, so that's something. Today we are going to continue discussing Project for Awesome topics. People who donated the Project for Awesome in the Swoodilypooper category got to choose things they wanted me to talk about in videos, and today Katie Lawrence, Project for Awesome donor, wanted me to talk about music education, particularly in elementary schools and stuff, so I'll talk about my experience with that and whatever opinions I have on it. I also want to introduce you to a couple players on our team. We're just still getting to know each other, the FIFA 13 Swoodilypoopers. You know, I mean, I think Ball John Green and Other John Green, they're both great players, but they came into a team that's strong on strikers already. It's just there's some awkwardness still, you know, but we got Stuff. Stuff is our captain today. He doesn't really have a nickname yet. It's just Stuff. But if you have suggestions, then that's fine. There were some good suggestions. See Stuff score, things like that. But you know, to me, he's still just Stuff. Just Stuff. No big deal. But we do have some great nicknames for some of the players. Here, I'll show you. Who do we have starting? Of course, we have Wes Foderingham in goal. We call him Wesley Crusher Foderingham. And when he makes a good save, we say he's an ensign. We also call him Green Eggs and Foderingham. And we were like, maybe we should write a Dr. Seuss rhyme about his saving abilities. I think he's a great keeper, and he's going to be with us for a long time. So he's a good one to make an investment in. Then of course we have Jerry Coke, or Coca-Cola, as we sometimes call him. And when he scores, we get to sing a song to the tune of "If I Could Buy the World of Coke." You'll notice, speaking of music education, how good my singing has gotten here in FIFA 13. I haven't gotten to sing a song yet on account of how we haven't scored. But I can promise you that I've been taking some pretty serious lessons, and I'm gonna be the real deal. Oh, that was almost. It was almost. He's almost in. Oh, So basically, I mean, to summarize my opinion on music education, I'm in favor of it. Oh, speaking of things I'm in favor of scoring goals. It's Other John Green. Oh, ball John Green to Other John Green. John Green's ball and Other John Greens. They're the best forwards that Swindon Town has ever seen. How's that for music education? Oh, finally. Just, you know, and it's an old school Swindon Town Swoodilypoopers goal. Other John Green finishing with his head, as he so often likes to do. Context is everything. So, I had great music education when I was a kid. You know, it was still a very big part of when I was in elementary school. I think pretty much every school in the country still had music education programs. That is, of course, very rare now, unfortunately. But yeah, it was huge to me. It was a huge part of. Oh, you should have passed there, buddy. Should have passed, ball John Green. Still difficult to get used to the facial changes that occurred when he was inside the TARDIS moving into FIFA 13, but I'm starting to like him. Yeah, so I mean, like I remember I was never particularly musical, like I never had much talent, but that's not the sort of like center of what music education does, at least like for kids like me who aren't going to be, you know, musicians. It teaches you all kinds of different things about sound and about the way that it's hard to say like musical stories, but there is sort of a narrative to sound, a narrative to music and tones and stuff. It teaches you a lot about that, which was very important to me. But also, like, it was a class that I really like enjoyed and got a lot out of. Which in elementary school in particular is pretty rare. There weren't many classes that, you know, I felt like I was learning on a daily basis, but I really did in music. And I can still, you know, like my music like skills stopped in elementary school when I stopped, after which I stopped taking music classes. I did take one music appreciation class when I was in high school, you know, where which was a basic classical music kind of study course, but it was really, really helpful, and it still informs my ability to like listen thoughtfully to music, which you're not. I mean, you are sort of born knowing how to do it, but you also sort of aren't in some way. Oh, that would have been a great finish. I expect a little bit better of you, John Green. Just a little bit better in terms of the finishing. Um, but my main memory of my music class from elementary school was that one time I tooted um, when we were playing the recorder, and I tried to blame it on the recorder, and it didn't go well. They didn't buy it, my classmates, and they made fun of me pretty much for the rest of my life. I mean, I don't think like that's the sole reason why I was unpopular, or even the primary reason, but it did happen. It was the great tooting disaster of 1985 or whatever. Um, Yes, that is my primary memory from music class. It was very sad to me that there aren't many music classes anymore. There is a general, I think, emphasis. The emphasis is on these quote unquote like the bankable skills, this science, technology, math, things like reading. I think some of that speaks to our habit as a species of, or particularly like our modern habit of assuming that that what is measurable is important. Instead of trying to find ways to measure what is important, we see the things that we know how to measure, and we say, well, they must be important because we know how to measure them. So science testing, math testing, even reading comprehension tests. Those are things that we can kind of quantify. We can quantify music comprehension in relationship to music, but it starts to seem a little soft. And too often in schools these days, there is this construction around the hard subjects of science and then the soft subjects. History is sort of medium soft, literature is very soft, and then music is like softest of all. Music and arts, like visual art, I guess, is very soft as well. 1-0 Swoodilypooper lead at halftime. This is huge for us. We finally scored. Aldershot Town shaking their heads, just confused. By the way, I think this is a League 2 team, which might be why we scored on them. But that's okay. That's okay. We're just going to keep, what we're going to do is we're going to try to be a little more patient in front of goal, a little more thoughtful, and we're going to go aggressive, and we're just going to kind of see what happens here. But yeah, I'm disappointed by both the lack of arts and music education in public schools today, and I wish there were a lot more of it. I think it's a huge part of like engaging kids intellectually. It's a different way into being kind of intellectually thoughtful and curious, and a way that's accessible to a lot of kids who don't maybe get a big kick out of spelling. So in fact, like, if anything, I wish that I'd had more of it. I still feel kind of like woefully undereducated in the field, to be honest with you. And it's something that I feel, oh, you need to pass a little bit crisper passing, friends. It's something that I still feel a little bit of like embarrassment about. Everybody has the places where they feel sort of like embarrassingly ignorant. And for me, the number one is music. Like I've gotten pretty, I've gotten a sort of reasonable contemporary arts education informally in the last, 10 years of being married to my wife, who is a contemporary arts curator. But I still don't have the music appreciation that I wish I did. Oh, come on, guys. What we need is crisper in the box passing. I don't know if we need to hit the button harder. Context is everything. Or what, but we need crisper in the box passing. Oh, there's a beauty! Oh, it's Bostock, Beefstock's cousin. Oh, Bostock. Oh, Chicken Bostock, Beefstock's beautiful cousin. I don't have a song for him yet. Meredith, do we have any kind of song for him? I wasn't prepared for Bostock to score. Look at his, it's a beauty. We only score with our heads. Oh, we love to give and receive head in the Swoodilypoopers. Sorry, that was past the line. Oh, I'm just so excited to be winning a game. I apologize. Here I am talking about elementary music school education, and then just, in the wrong context. That could have sounded terrible. Anyway, yeah, so it is one place where I wish that I had more formal education, and it's something like if I were, oh no. Oh, Green Eggs and Foteringham? Green Eggs and Foteringham? No. No. Wesley Crusher is just devastated. Why? That's a big celebration for a team that's still losing. Aldershot Town. Wouldn't get too fancied up yet. Thank gosh for Bostock. I don't know where we'd be without him. So, yeah, it is like if I were going to take a college class, I would probably take it. At least one of the first college classes I would take would be in music education because, or like how to I don't know how to listen to classical music theory. I don't know what it's called. Because I really enjoy classical music, but I also it's difficult. It's like anything. It's like any field of study. If you can't contextualize it very well, you can't enjoy it as much as if you can contextualize it well. Like, I feel the same way about contemporary art. People are always saying, "Oh, like I could paint that" or whatever. But once you can kind of once you have the background to be able to contextualize contemporary art practice, it gets really, really interesting and really intellectually engaging and really rewarding. And it's the same for classical music. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. And that's really the same for all kinds of music. It's also true for Katy Perry. But there does come a point, I think, at which sort of the law of diminishing returns kicks in, and Katy Perry is not giving you that much back. You feel like you're doing most of the work, So, yes, to summarize, I am in favor of musical education, and I would really like to beat Aldershot Town 3-1. Ball John Green wants to beat him 3-1 too. He's fast. He's super fast. He's super fast. How many times are you going to let me get fouled? Oh, no, I was fine. I was fine. You didn't have to do that. All right, I'm going to try to... Just going to try to whip it in here. What? Oh, did you get a card for being naughty? How does that feel? Did that hurt your feelings? Hope so. Oh, that's a beauty! Oh. Oh, wow, that was some great link-up play, though, by the Swoodilypoopers. You've got to say we have promise in the box. We just haven't quite figured out how to weight our passes in FIFA 13 to allow us the success that I think we deserve at this point. I really think that we're getting closer. Oh, that was bad. I'm just not good at passing. This game the passing is significantly more complicated. Come on, get him. Plus, I don't really know how to defend. I just kind of run past people. That's my defending strategy. Or I tackle them from behind. Yeah. So, yes, I wish that, I wish we'd make a lot of investments in public education, but that's certainly a big one for me. Go. Go, 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 go. You're faster, you're faster, you're faster, you're faster, you're better looking, and faster, and you got fouled in the box, and they didn't call it because the referee has a conspiracy against Swoodilypoopers everywhere. It's disappointing. Yeah, so thank you for the excellent suggestion, Katie. I don't know if you are yourself a music educator, but DFTBA. And congratulations to the Swindon Town Swoodilypoopers on their first FIFA 13 victory. Good to see that you still can't shake hands in this game. So much progress has been made in graphics, but still no hand touching. Oh, I love these boys. Best wishes.